Hello and welcome to my channel. Today, Boo Snakes and more. Today we're going to be reading the story I'm writing called Billionaires, Reptile, and Sanctuary Adventure. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Florida heat set heavy over the coast, like a living thing thick enough to blur the line between ocean, air, and something older. Something layered underneath reality. That was where Paul Carfero, Ella, and Ty found themselves. Not on a normal assignment, not even on a normal planet. They were inside a billionaire's private sanctuary, an impossible estate built across shifting terrain that refused to stay in one dimension for long. One moment it looked like a polished Florida coaster compound with marble docks and palm-lined paths. The next, it folded into something else entirely. Glass bridges hovering over the river of whimsy, or corridors that opened into malls, endless food courts, and glowing ocean ceilings. Ty kept his camera running anyway. Bro, Ty muttered, adjusting the lens. This is either the most expensive prank in history or reality is actually broken. Ella didn't laugh. She was watching the horizon, where the sanctuary blurred into something darker, where Gotham's silhouette pressed against the sky like a warning. Paul stood at the edge of a reflecting pool that wasn't reflecting anything real anymore. In it he saw flashes, metropolis towers, New York City streets, and something like hell's crimson cam- canvas tossing beneath them all. This isn't just a property, Paul said quietly. It's a junction. The billionaire host, never seen directly, only through shifting holographic videos embedded in the walls, called it the Containium Sanctuary, a controlled convergence point for realms that were never meant to touch. And yet they were touching everywhere now. At the same time, far from the sanctuary's central spiral, another anchor point flickered open. Boo's Exotics in Springfield, Illinois, was no longer just a store. It was a gate. Behind the giant aquarium, the glass shimmered like liquid memory, revealing corridors that led into the mystical marketplace, the river of whimsy, and deeper still, the sealed vault beneath the river, where ancient arguments between heaven and hell were stored like forgotten fires. Andrea Geist and Adam Geist stood at the counter, watching their sons, Christopher and Henry, follow glowing gnome-like shapes, tiny Oomperville travelers, slipping between aisles like it was normal. It wasn't normal, it never had been. A soft hum echoed from the reptile section. Another portal opening. Back in the sanctuary, Ty caught it on camera first. A ripple in the air, then a split, and suddenly the billionaire's Florida paradise wasn't alone anymore. A fragment of Arkham's twisted alleyways pressed through wet stone and distant sirens bleeding into palm trees above it. LexCorp surveillance grids flashed like broken constellations. Somewhere deeper, the Daily Planet headlight boards blinked as if trying to stabilize reality through journalism alone. Ella stepped back. Okay, she said carefully. That's Gotham. Paul didn't move. And Metropolis. Ty zoomed in. Between them, something worse formed. A thin seam warehouse infernal courts overlapped with a dreamlike airport stretching endlessly into nowhere. Like Marward's terrarium's terminal system had swallowed time itself. Then the sanctuary center activated. A Home Depot, impossibly placed at the crossroads of mortar and divine infrastructure, blinked into existence like a stabilizing anchor. Its eyes stretched too long, its signs flickering between languages, runes and corporate branding that didn't belong anywhere. And beneath it something stirred in the river of whimsy, a sealed vault cracking. At Booze Exotics, the backroom sign that read, "Comedy is sometimes the strongest magic of all," flickered violently as another layer of reality opened. Beside aisle 7, O-Town Gaming employees, neon spilled into Haven Ridge Trading Company corridors. Garlic Breed's restaurant in O-Town overlapped with Garlic Bliss from Crescent Hollow, both serving meals that didn't exist in the same timeline. And in the distance, GTA Grand Troll Alliance signals flared across dimensions like a warning system nobody fully understood. The billionaire sanctuary began to fracture into full convergence. Paul, Ella, and Ty stood at the center as worlds collided. Gotham's catacombs bleeding into new Neo-Gotham skyline. Metropolis reflecting off the ocean food court of Mallward. Sesame Street and Teletubby Land flickering like childhood memory overlays. The Shy folding into Adore's glowing forest. Canada's quiet wilderness pressing against Missouri's mystical marketplace gateway. Australia's zoo and Kangaroo Island sinking with reptile sanctuaries like Booze Exotics and the Reptarium in Utica, Michigan.
Hey, what?
And above it all, the core nexus, center of existence, Utica, Michigan,
You can stick it over there.
began to open like a slow eye. From that eye, a voice echoed, not loud, not threatening, just invertible. Every connected word it said requires a witness. Ty kept filming. Ella grabbed Paul's arm, and Paul, finally understanding what the billionaire had built, whispered, "This wasn't a sanctuary. It was a camera. A device designed to record every universe as it merged." Across the collapsing multiverse, Andrea Geist looked up from Booze Exotics as the ceiling turned transparent, revealing the river of whimsy above the store like a glowing artery of reality. Adam Geist pulled the boys closer. Christopher pointed upward. "Is that Gotham?" Henry whispered, "Or is Gotham here?" Neither answer was correct. Both were true. In the sanctuary, Ty's camera feed went live across every realm at once, every word watching every word. And for the first time, the river of whimsy stopped flowing forward and started recording back. Thank you for watching this video and peace out to the next one.